Welcome back, everybody, to WWTA News. Thank you for returning for another episode. We have had a busy weekend. I mean, it was busy. So many things going on, so much information we still have to get through. I mean, it's just a crazy time. We are in October and we're getting closer to November. And I'm sure because you all like coming to this channel, you are well aware of what's coming to us in November. So let's not be shocked and surprised. Let's make sure that we're making the necessary moves that we need to make to be prepared for what's coming in November. Now, I'm not going to get to talking about all that because I can get super excited and crazy about these days that we're in. But what I really want to do is just get to the news because, yeah, I'm going to bring some news articles that I've been looking at to your attention so that you can see them too, and we'll discuss it. So let's go ahead, jump right in. Don't forget, hit that like button. It's greatly appreciated. Don't forget also, if you haven't subscribed, because most of you come and view and you don't subscribe, tisk, tisk, tisk. And if you have any family, friends, or loved ones who you think could use any of this information, please share it with them as well. Now let's jump right in. The Daily Hodl. Smartphones could be what sparks mass crypto adoption, according to Invest Answers. Obviously, everybody has a smartphone in their hand, and that's how it's all going to go down. Get ready. A widely followed crypto analyst says that smartphones could onboard huge waves of new users to the world of digital assets. In a new video update, the host of Invest Answers says that simplified mobile crypto wallets could be what causes the public to embrace virtual assets. Rocket science. If you can simplify the wallet, you can change the game. And this is where Solana's co-creator Anatoly Yakovenko comes in. The big plan for the solution for a mass adoption of crypto is a wallet integrated in a smartphone, and that could help with global economic freedom. No shocker here. We saw Samsung doing this. Actually, they way back, was it 2019 maybe or 2020? Samsung was trying to incorporate, I believe it was Stellar Lumens, a wallet of operating on Stellar Lumens into their device to be native. So a big shocker. No, not a big shocker. Not surprised, but I don't think you have to make an actual phone just to get that done. I think these phone producers, device producers will have to incorporate these wallets, these hard wallets into their devices, and then they can also set up encryption tied to the actual phone. And so this is where I believe, and just in all my thoughts, would be the best solution for the direction we're going ahead into looking forward. Why the phone? What's so special about the phone? Why not just a laptop or the internet? Well, more people have phones than anything else, and also with a wallet in the phone, it's better, cheaper, faster. It's also fully authenticated because there's a ton of features within a smartphone that are very important. Obviously. Fingerprints and retina scans and all that type of stuff, which is becoming key and critical, that will give users much more confidence with transacting and crypto going forward. Obviously. So yes, we already use the devices and we already use a lot of these wallets. For you that are in the space, just look for the near future for these wallets to become simplified, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to simplify all this stuff and make it easy. Again, we look at Cash App. Cash App is simple and easy for everybody to understand and operate. I do believe, in my opinion, that the technology that we're going to use is going to be just as simple as Cash App, you know what I'm saying? And especially when you talk about getting banks involved, because banks will be able to put that currency, oh gosh, don't get long with it. Let me just give you a quick example of how I can see this happening. Whether it happens this way or not, this is just how I can see it. So let's just imagine you get paid from your company. You're working your job pays you, your money goes directly to your bank. Your money goes directly to your bank then takes that money and exchanges it through an exchange, obviously, turning it into an ISO, because guess what? November 2022, we're going to see banks using the ISO 20022. They turn into one of those that's going to be accepted pretty much everywhere, and then you'll never know that. All you'll know is that when you want to make a payment in a store, you'll open up your phone app, or it'll be an app. It'll probably be your bank's app, which will be a wallet, and that way they'll have a phrase and you'll have a phrase, so that you can always have access to it, and they can have access to it, and they can make sure that nothing nefarious is happening. So anyways, you'll go into the store with that bank app and that wallet being the bank app, and you'll go and you'll scan it. Say, oh, well, this is how you use your app to make payments directly in the store. You can still use your Visa card, but it's easier if you just use the app. And they'll teach you how to use the app. And it's going to be scan the QR code because they're going to convert your money for you into an ISO. Yes, that's what is coming in my personal understanding of all this. That's how they're going to simplify it. You, the user, will never know that happened in the background. You'll just continue to use your currency and make payments, not even knowing that that's what's going on in the background. So no shocker. That's what I see coming. Not a financial advisor, just sitting financial advice. I'm not one of those people that look into the future, but I am one of those people that knows 1 + 1 makes 2. Yeah, that's right. Basic math. All right, India will soon test the ERupee digital currency. Yes, all these countries and nations are going to be doing this. That's because they're all going to look, man. We've already seen 2022, the messaging systems, the clearinghouses. They're all going to be using ISO. So obviously, all these countries have to do that. But let's get it. The Reserve Bank of India has proposed a phased pilot of its version of a central bank digital currency, according to a paper released by the agency on Friday. In what was published as a crypto note, India's central bank outlined its version for a digital version of the rupee, referred to as the e-rupee, or the electronic rupee, maybe. It also explained its rationale for implementing a central bank digital currency and how it would be tested in distinct phases. Right. Tested, you probably already tested. It's probably already something that you're running and operating. But they always tell you after the fact, so that way they can stay ahead of the game and you'll be just playing catch up. But if you're used to this channel and you've subscribed to this channel like you should have done already, then you've been watching these videos and you know to stay ahead because, yeah, you're ahead already. All right, next article. This is why IOTA will take big market share of DeFi universe. Speed cost developer onboarding, right? The Shimmer network serves as an additional layer for the IOTA network with a key focus on asset tokenization. Impressive. Yes, we just heard about that. Of course, you've seen those shorts that I posted, but technically, yes, they are going to get those, in my personal opinion, they're going to get those stocks, all that stuff. They're going to get all that stuff on the blockchain. But let's continue. The Shimmer helps tokenization of assets based on IOTA's Tangle technology. These assets could either be real assets or tokens running on the IOTA Tangle. The biggest positive of IOTA is that unlike regular blockchains, the IOTA network relies on a system of nodes dubbed Tangle. These nodes verify each other via the directed acyclic graph. As a result, the user can serve as validators, allowing the network to scale infinitely. And of course, scaling is always a great thing, but the more important thing is getting these assets on the blockchain, because this is how we're going to get the value on the blockchain. Oh my God. Can you guys imagine $500 trillion on the blockchain? Oh gosh, just take a minute and just think about it, right? You all have seen 2627 trillion, right? And oh, how that was wonderful, wasn't it? Was it wonderful? That was a small little fraction of the retail market, right? Big things on the way. The Shimmer network serves as a sandbox for the community and developers to test applications for the DeFi space and the NFT markets before launching them on IOTA. Thus, Shimmer is to IOTA what Kusuma is to Polkadot. The roadmap shows plans to fully integrate the Shimmer network into the IOTA in the future. The Shimmer network addresses all key requirements of speed, low cost, and efficient developer onboarding, making IOTA a robust protocol for frictionless DeFi experience. Disclaimer: I have not gotten on board that ship. Been doing a lot of things, but this is a big deal. Not a financial advisor, isn't financial advice. All right, next article. Singapore is ahead of the curve. Ripple executive on global crypto regulations. With the digital remittance market projected to grow annually by 15% by 2030, the need for blockchain-based finance solutions is more apparent than ever. Blockchain solutions bring a clear economic benefit to these markets, says Rahul Advani, Ripple's policy director in the Asia-Pacific region. Digital assets enable micropayments and remove friction from the remittance process. People no longer need to wait till they have a large amount of money to send. They can send as little as $1 every day and still end up paying less in cumulative transaction fees. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? Look, look, look. Singapore, right? So, and I'll close with this because we're going to close here. I know that, for the past few years, there's been this big nasty scene about SEC and Ripple, right? And if you all remember from the beginning, just go back to the very beginning of all this. Ripple is a company, XRP is a blockchain that doesn't need Ripple, okay? I believe Ripple, the company, came into existence after XRP was already created. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even think they were a company yet. So XRP, and we're only talking about the United States, the SEC of the United States suing Ripple, and it's suing Ripple, and as far as that, they're suing a few people involved in what they call selling a security, right? That's all what that mumbo jumbo is. So when we look at XRP and what it is, go back to the very beginning. Do you remember what 2019 maybe? XRP was connecting to all these banks. They had already been connected with what was this? It's not. Is it MoneyGram? Yes, they were already connected with MoneyGram, and they were doing the remittances, and it had been working fine. Everybody was loving it. It's great technology, right? And so they continue to go out there and commingle with governments, commingle with big banks. They were trying to work, with the legislation for all these different things. There's nothing new, right? XRP is its own thing that exists, and for so long already, banks and nations have been dealing with it. They like the technology, okay? There's no need to pay any attention to the crazy talk, because behind the scenes, which we're going to get to in some future videos, but behind the scenes, XRP is constantly at work. It's just doing its thing. It's a blockchain. It's doing its thing. They love it. They're using it. You know what I'm saying? When we look at that fork that became Stellar Lumens, look at what it does. They love it. They're using it. So with all the little crazy talk out there, I wouldn't be too fooled. We know ISO is where it's at. We know that this year is going to be major for a kickstart on that. It's going to be shocking this year. The close of 2022 might be, man, it might be something to talk about. So I would just keep my eyes on the prize and just keep thinking about the technology, what it is, what it's used for, who's using it, why they're using it, and prepare yourself for tomorrow. Again, not financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just reading some articles and having a nice little conversation. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I will catch you all in the next episode. Enjoy the video. Share it to those people who you're trying to help understand where they need to be and the time they need to be in it. And I'll catch you all in the next one.